This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876 309 6128. That's 876 309 6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876 586 0471. That's 876 586 0471. This video is brought to you by Starboys Juices. Infusing fruits with sea moss in Philadelphia and New Jersey. Refreshing and nutritious. Call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454.
Hi, my name's Lee Williamson. Subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary.
Hi, my name is Joby McAnuff. Subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary.
Hi everybody, I'm Darren Moore and you're watching Reggae Boys Commentary.
Skin clean and nice and ting and ting. I'm Tiffany Cameron, Reggae Girl Striker, and you are watching the Reggae Boys Commentary. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Yes, Reggae Boys Commentary, like and subscribe, yeah? Reggae Boys Commentary, like, share, and subscribe.
Reggae Boys Commentary, subscribe, like, and share. Is that the right order?
Good evening. It's 6:30 in Jamaica. Depending on where you are in the United States of America, 7:30. Some places even 4:30. In London, it's 12:30. In Germany, it's 1:30. And in Dubai, it's 3:30 in the morning on Wednesday. How is everybody doing? It's Thursday, and you guys know what that means, right? It's the Thursday Night Live. It's the Thursday Night Live. How is everybody doing? John Powell in chat says, up Simon, this or that says, big up Simon, big up. Whether that's Rush or whether that's Jomar, whichever one, hope you guys both are doing quite well. Good to hear from you both. Tennyson Lambert says, hey Simon, up. How are you doing? You all right? How are things? I hope you guys are doing well. How much of you guys, let me just answer this. Carlington Clark says, hi Simon, hi. How much of you guys were here March 2020? You guys remember March 2020 when we started the Thursday Live every Thursday between 6:30 or 7 p.m. start time? Were you guys here 3 years ago? Wow, that was 3 years ago. That's incredible. That's crazy. That was 3 years ago. But yeah, here we are. You know, IS says, my good friend Simon, are you good? I'm doing well, thanks. How are you? Loxley Gregory says, that is it. I've heard that phrase a lot in recent times. That is it. I've heard that phrase quite often. Very, very much so. So, how's everybody doing? We're in the month of May, so you guys know what that means, right? We are 1 month and 20 days to go. 1 month and 20 days to go until the World Gold Cup. Yep, that's right. Used to do the live on Instagram and YouTube on Thursday. You remember the Instagram live? Yeah, the Instagram live was nice, wasn't it? Yeah, we can bring that back. Yeah, we can do that. Robert Smith says, I'm here from approximately 10 years ago. 10 years ago was 2013. 10 years ago, I left high school, graduated from high school. Man. Wow. ISF says, I'm good. Looking forward to seeing Jamaica at the Gold Cup. Absolutely. Andy Bailey says, I need a Reggae Girls jersey for my daughter. Them have name on it. Well, at the World Cup, the girls will certainly have names on the back of their jersey. So certainly that will take place during the World Cup for sure. So that is something that you guys can be fully aligned and aware about in relation to that aspect as well. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully that goes well. Carlington, one day at a time, my friend. One day at a time, but things progress and will progress well. Things will progress well. So with all of that being said, let's get into this video in particular that I know you guys are eager to look forward to. So since COVID, we've seen quite a number of changes, haven't we? We've seen VAR being used a little bit more. We've seen, post-game interviews after games, you don't see the reporter's hand in the shot. You see the microphone stand up and the player just walks up to the microphone. But other changes we've seen, haven't we? Well, you guys remember the European Championships, the Euros, right? You guys remember that the Euros had a 26-member squad, right? You guys remember that? Euros in 2021? Yeah, it was a 26-member squad. And the World Cup last year, 5-6 months ago, also featured 26-member squads. And this, of course, meant persons like Conor Gallagher, James Maddison, Callum Wilson made the plane for England for the World Cup. The last edition of the Gold Cup, as you remember, was a 23-member squad, right? This summer in the FIFA Women's World Cup will be a 23-member squad. And the reasoning behind it that was given was that we've come a far way since COVID, and there's a feeling amongst competition organizers that 23 is sufficient in that time frame. Of course, you will have reserve players. Will they travel to the FIFA Women's World Cup? I'm not sure. But that conversation, I'm sure, will be raised as the days and weeks progress towards the World Cup itself. So let's talk about this Gold Cup coming up in particular. As you guys are fully aware, the last Gold Cup featured, it was a 23-member squad for each team, right? The last Gold Cup was 23 members. And you guys remember the 23 members for Jamaica in the last Gold Cup, right? Many members of that World Cup squad played in the 2019 and also the 2017 edition. And we also have members of the squad that were part of Jamaica's squad from even the 2011 edition of the Gold Cup. And when you look at somebody, for example, like Dwayne Miller has been part of Jamaica's squad from the 2009 edition. I know Dwayne Miller was not a member of the 2021 Gold Cup squad, but I'm just saying that you have members of the squad that have been part of past Gold Cups and have been part of numerous Gold Cup tournaments. So in relation to this Gold Cup in particular, I want to say that for this Gold Cup in particular, you will continue in terms of the same vein of having a squad of 23. So 23 is the number that we're going to use. And honestly, I'm okay with it. And even if CONCACAF were to say to all member associations, we're going to expand the number of players for each squad from 23 to 26, I would also be okay with it as well. But for this 2023 edition of the Gold Cup, we will have 23 member squads for each of the teams that will participate in the tournament. So that is something that we can bear in mind. You know what I'm saying? So that is what I'm saying here. Rob Smith, why? Why do you want Manchester United out of the top four? I don't understand. Is it because of the Leon Bailey Aston Villa situation? But nah, Manchester United will finish third. Newcastle will finish fourth. Aston Villa and Tottenham will fight it out for fifth. And a League Two side will finish record-breaking seventh. How does that sound? Liverpool fans are not going to be happy with that. I know that for sure. They won't be. They won't be happy with that at all. Gregory Hines says, "Good day, Simon." Hey, How are you? Hope you're doing good. Big up. So let's now talk in relation to the squads that we are making mention about, right? So the point that I want to stress is in relation to what I just said a moment ago. These squads, it will be a 23 member squad for the Gold Cup itself. And I know exactly what many people are going to say and the question marks that surround people as well in relation to when. We have to not be anxious or antsy, because I'm going to repeat again that everything falls into place in time. We know and we have seen from previous editions of the Gold Cup that first, CONCACAF will make the provisional list public. And then after that, later in the month, we will get the public will be updated in terms of from the provisional list to the final list. But remember, for the past two Gold Cups we've had, well, the last Gold Cup and now this Gold Cup, we have preliminaries and then we have a group stage. The final list for the preliminary teams, so these are teams like Curacao, like Trinidad, like Guyana, like St. Martin, like Curacao, like French Guyana, like St. Martin. The final squad list for the preliminaries would be made public before the teams that are in the group stages. All right. So the teams that are participating in the preliminaries of the Gold Cup, their squad lists will be prepared before, or I should say released before the teams that are in the group stages. And quite naturally so, they get into action before the teams in the group stages. June 16 is when the preliminary starts, when June 24 is when the group stages start. So that's 8 days in terms of preliminary start and when group stage start, 8 days. As we know, Jamaica against the United States, the first game of the Gold Cup, which is June 24, right? The first preliminary match, June 16, and the final, as we know, July 16. So again, we'll have a provisional list first, all right? The provisional list will be first. As it relates to how much names in particular, give it time. You will see, okay? But I'm going to tell you from right now that in relation to the finals team that makes the Gold Cup squad, it's going to require patience. Let me answer this question first. Who was the third keeper in 2021? Well, as you know, you had Dylan Barnes, you had Andre Blake, and you also, in addition to him, you had Dennis Taylor. So Dennis Taylor was the other one, and Dennis Taylor was the only domestic-based player that was part of the 2021 squad. So that's something for, hopefully, I'm sure that answered your question. Gregor Hines, let me tell you something again. On this platform, it's about accuracy, reliability, credibility, and positivity. Simple positivity. And I will not deal with speculation. Or I should say, if/when pen is put to paper, then you'll know about it. But something that's not confirmed, it doesn't make sense to discuss it, does it? So until the respective stakeholders do what is necessary to do, we remain patient, and guess what? Good things happen in time. And the entire world will see, okay, Jamaica has a friendly match or two prior to the Gold Cup. So in time, okay? Omar Brown says, bless up, Simon. Hey, Omar, how are you? Manchester United, then the Reds go marching on. And so, okay. So that's a situation there. Now, again, the provisional list. CONCACAF will make the provisional list public, but this is not right now. This is close to the start of the tournament. And in relation to the final squad itself, the final squad will not be made public until days before the actual tournament itself. And I think it's fair that everybody respects that. And I'll tell you why. You have to make sure that all I's are dotted and all T's are crossed so that you can get everything over the line. And I think that is absolutely fair. And I think that should be respected. So, of course, you will want to know, okay, what's the 23 or what's the provisional 50, 60? But that, my good friends, it's going to take time. It will. Now, I want you to, again, make this note. The final squad will be a 23-member squad. Not 26, not 28, not 30. The final squad will be a 23-member squad. Okay? The final squad will be 23 members. 23. Okay? 23. 23 will be the final squad. Not 26 like we saw at the Euros, not 26 like what we saw at the World Cup. So the Women's World Cup this year, and also the Gold Cup will also be 23 member squads. Will it increase, for example, for the 2026 World Cup? We'll see. Only time will tell. And we know the changes that have been made to substitutes because we've seen Jamaica already make 4 subs at a Gold Cup before. You know? So it's nothing new from that standpoint. You know? So that's what I'll say there. United all the team for me. And it's great to see everybody that have tuned in. If you guys haven't already, I encourage you, hit the like button. And after you hit the like button, you hit the subscribe button to Reggae Boys Commentary for more content. All right, guys, let's get this video to 500 likes. Okay, that's right, 500 likes. All you have to do is smash that like button. No. How does that sound? Yardflex Entertainment says, what do you think about the group for the Reggae Girls under 20? Well, I gave my reactions early today in the live draw reaction video. Now, it was inevitable in terms of the teams because Jamaica were in pot 3 and the United States and Mexico were in pot 1, Costa Rica and Canada were in pot 2, and pot 4 had Panama and DR. So what that meant is that Jamaica would face one of USA or Mexico, Canada or Costa Rica, and Jamaica faced USA and Canada and will face Panama as well. I still back Jamaica to finish in the top 2. Jamaica in recent times against Canada at the under 20 level have a pretty decent record. I know that at youth level over the years that you have differences in terms of it's an age group tournament. So the same players you had 2020 will not be the same players that you have right now. But we do have experience on our side to know that we don't have to tell ourselves, well, we've never gotten a victory against a North American country. We have gotten a victory against a North American team before, and that was against Canada. And at under 17 level, they held us to a 1-1 draw. And guess what? We've drawn with Mexico at the under 17 level under Maren Gordon in 2013. The first time ever that Jamaica's under 17 women's team topped their group at a CONCACAF Women's Under 17 Championship. That was under Maren Gordon right here on home soil at the Montego Bay Sports Complex. And he had on his roster the likes of Denisha Blackwood, Felicia Davidson, Khadija Bunny Shaw, and others. Asia Lee Fatt, these players and more, under the tutelage of Maren Gordon. Yeah. He's making good headway, my friend. Making good headway. So, Wells, that would be your breakdown. Your breakdown would be, well, we know 3 goalkeepers. So basically there will be 20 outfield players. So you have 3 goalkeepers, you have 8 defenders, 7 midfielders, and 5 forwards. 8 defenders. So you have a left back, right back, 6 defenders, 4 centre halves. 4 plus 2 is 6. 8 minus 6 is 2. I would move from 8 defenders to 7 defenders and put an additional forward. So that you have 3 goalkeepers, 7 defenders, 7 midfielders, 6 forwards. And of course, the forwards, as we know, both strikers and wingers combined together. Humble One Media says, bless up, Simon. Hey, bless up. Hope you are doing well. And just a reminder to those that have just tuned in as well, you are encouraged to hit the like button. And after you hit the like button, you hit the subscribe button to Reggae Boys Commentary. Okay, guys? So simply put, hit the like button. And after you hit the like button, you hit the subscribe button. Okay, guys? Because there's 120 of you watching this video right now, and only 44 of you have liked it. So I'm extremely disappointed. Extremely disappointed. Very much disappointed. Mr. Campbell, in the CONCACAF Women's Under-17 Championship in 2013, CONCACAF only had 2 spots. 2 spots for the Under-17 FIFA Women's World Cup. 2 spots. It was really cutthroat. Jamaica went to the semifinals, took on one of the favorites in Canada, didn't win that game, and took on the United States in the 3rd place playoff and finished 4th. Mexico and Canada went on. The only team that did not lose to Mexico in that tournament, Jamaica. And Mexico went on to win the tournament, the CONCACAF Under-17 Championship. But Jamaica, the only team that did not lose to Mexico. So no, Mr. Campbell, but guess what? That was one of the best CONCACAF Under-17 Championship performances by any Jamaican team. And I'm talking not only results, but performances as well. And you're more than welcome to reflect on footage of these games as well and how the ladies were able to perform. They benefited from having a little more time together. And I'm grateful that some of these players have actually gone on to the senior team, like Konya Plummer, like Bunny, like Den. I know Felicia Davidson played in college. I know Asia Lee Fat played in college as well. So I'm very grateful about that. Ian Campbell, Mr. Campbell, not everything in this life is black and white. You have to appreciate the journey. You have to look from where we're coming from. Coming from a situation where not scoring a goal at a tournament to be at the top of your group in a CONCACAF Under-17 Championship, the first Caribbean team to do so, speaks volume. And when you're bearing in mind that at that time, it was only 2 spots for CONCACAF, that's quite cutthroat. I think even with the Olympics, it's still quite cutthroat. I think the Olympics should expand to a 24-team tournament or even 32-team. 2 spots for CONCACAF for the Olympics. 2. That's really cutthroat, really cutthroat. 3 goalkeepers, that mean 20. A lot of good players going to get left out. Yeah, it is what it is, eh? Very much so. Claudia Fletcher says, blessings, Simon. Hope all is well. I'm doing okay. USA didn't qualify for that World Cup. Nope. USA didn't qualify for that tournament. They took on Jamaica in the 3rd place playoff, while Mexico took on Canada in the final, and it went to a penalty shootout. Mexico's star goalkeeper, who is now their senior team goalkeeper, did very well. Mexico won the tournament. And they'll never forget those 2 weeks that they spent in Jamaica. Lansley Blake says, checking in, Reggae Boys family. How's everybody doing? And again, guys, you are encouraged to hit the like button. As I said, I'm very disappointed of you guys. Smash the like button. No. As you can see right now, look on the screen. 150 of you guys and only 55 likes. No. Come on, guys. Much better than that. You guys know what you have to do. Hit the like button, get it to 100 likes, and after you get it to 100 likes, you pick up your phone and say, hey, brethren, watch this. You know what I'm saying? So, simply put, of 120 of you watching and only 64 likes, yeah, you guys can do way better. I'm extremely confident about that one. Extremely confident about that one. So you guys can hit the like button right now. All right? Good, good, good. O'Neill, let me answer your question now. If you're talking about domestic-based players, we're going to have to be a little specific because I think in terms of transition, those that we've seen at under 17 level, we've seen some go on to under 20 and even to the senior team as well. If we're talking about the team that went to the under 17 World Cup in 2011, where we had a shade over 50% of the team turning professional, if that is the example you're talking about, then okay, I can understand what you're saying with that one. I still believe that 15 of those 21 players should have turned professional for me. I think Richard Trench was a great goalkeeper, and I think that he could have done that. I understand there were some family circumstances that he had to deal with, and there was a family business that he had to take care and manage, as his father had some illness, so he had to ensure that the family business was taken care of, and other situations that were on the horizon as well. I think Troy Mupen, he played prep school football in the United States. Troy Mupen is another individual for me that personally should have been professional. Odin Clark, although he wasn't, he was replaced by Cunningham for the tournament itself. He's another one for me. O'Shane Jenkins, Big day tomorrow. Yeah, man. Big day. Tevin Campbell says, big up, Simon. Just reach. What did I miss? So, Tevin, to make a long story short, what you do, you say, good evening. Hope everybody's doing well. You hit the like button. And basically, in relation to this Gold Cup in particular, we won't have a change like we did in previous editions of the Gold Cup. We will still remain to have a 23-member squad. So going into the Gold Cup, we'll still have a 23-member squad for the tournament itself. We're not going to have the situation like we had in the Euros or also at the World Cup where it was a 26-member squad. So it's actually going to be a 23-member squad. All right, guys. So if you haven't already, you hit the like button. And after you hit the like button, you hit the subscribe button. All right, guys? Good. Drew Ross says, one love, Simon. Thanks for always bringing integrity. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Like up the live family, says Drew Ross. Very nice. Very nice. I'd like to hear that. I really am. I'm very happy about that, So that's good. It's really good. Christopher Pearson has gotten a handful of appearances at FC Tulsa. Where's the number 88 jersey? He's 20 years old right now. And if you look at the staff, Donovan Ricketts is the goalkeeper coach at the club at FC Tulsa. And he's in a good team. This is their 2023, we'll see how they do. They've been around for 9 years, the club itself. The club was founded as Tulsa Roughnecks FC, but now they're FC Tulsa. I'm not sure if I told you guys, but this was the CONCACAF Under-17 Championship in 2018. Christopher Pearson was at Santos, and it took on Arnett Gardens. It was extra time. He got the ball at half line. He got the ball. And guess what? He scored. He scored from half line. It was special. Special moment. And every so often I reflect on the time that he had at Santos and the work that he was able to do. Yeah. Lamont Rochester, so you guys are aware, is the 19-year-old born in Manchester, plays on the left. We saw him with Jamaica under 20. Chicago Fire second team, that's in MLS Next Pro, and he has a deal until December 2024. Everyone says, hit the thumbs up. That's right, guys, hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. Come on, guys. Over 130 of you watching and just 79 likes. You guys could do way better than that. I'm confident about that. You guys can way better than that. All you have to do is hit the like button, you know? Simple put. Simple put. That's all you have to do. All you have to do is hit the like button, and then it saves your time and energy and strength. You know what I'm saying? What happened to Craig Foster? So Craig Foster in 2022 was playing with Santa Tecla in El Salvador. That's where he was. It's been quite a, you could say, a journey for Craig Foster because he's 31. He's not over the hill, but at the same time, he's not 18, 19, if you understand what I mean. And Craig Foster has an interesting piece of Jamaican history. He's the only player that has a medal for Jamaica and hasn't made his debut for the Jamaica senior team, as he was a member of Jamaica squad for the 2014 edition of the Caribbean Cup on home soil. So he has a gold medal for Jamaica, but he's yet to make his senior team debut for Jamaica. He hasn't made his debut for Jamaica. But remember him playing for Jamaica at under 20 level, 8 goals, 5 appearances. Remember early parts in the Caribbean rounds of qualifying, scoring goals for fun, scored goals at Reno in both spells. And we know the time that he spent in Scandinavia and Sweden, when he spent time also in Finland. He also had time in the States as well with Harrison City. And then he decided to practice his Spanish in Guatemala, in El Salvador, in Costa Rica. Yeah. So he's been quite around from that standpoint. And we've had Jamaicans playing in Central America for some time as well, even from, you could say, a decade ago, around those lines. And it stems from the name Garrick Gordon. And Garrick Gordon has been in Central America from around 2011, 2012, thereabouts. Yeah, Garrick Gordon. So this is well over a decade, you know, of having Jamaican footballers playing here. He's in his late, I think he's 40 now. Yeah. But he did play, you know, club football within Central America, and he did score goals as well. Lulu says, respect Simon, bless up. Bless up. How are you? Hope you're doing good. How are things? Come on, guys, smash the like button. No. Everything in life is time. Real baller. Everything in life is time. Andy Bailey says, we need better coaches at the lower league. You talking about Championship, League 1, League 2? Is that what you're talking about? Kingsley Robinson says, gentlemen, can we win the Gold Cup? That is the question. And I have a one-word answer to your question, and that is yes, absolutely. The first time that I felt that Jamaica could win the Gold Cup was 2009. That was the first time I felt that we can win the tournament itself. And as we progress further on and we continue our growth, why not? Let's take home a trophy. Let's make some memories. So yeah. So, Nathaniel Mendez-Leng. There's no situation to suggest that he has applied for a Guatemalan passport, but the Guatemalan Football Federation are watching him, and so are Belize, but he reckons he has a better chance to, in terms of playing at a World Cup with Guatemala, than Belize. He's 31, born in the Midlands, playing for Derby County right now. Belize has been to the Gold Cup that was once in their history. It was in 2013. This is the first and only time that Belize have played at a Gold Cup. It's 2013. You know? And Dion McCauley is their top scorer with 28 international goals. And I know that people are going to be looking to challenge that. Challenge him. Did you guys know that Belize used to be called British Honduras? Yeah, Belize used to be called that as well. 1 second, guys. Yep, is this player? So yeah, Lee says, "Big up, Simon." Yeah, big up. All right, let's see what you guys are saying here. I don't understand that question. Will all players travel? Yes, all players will travel. Yeah, Ryan Miller. Ryan Miller will certainly is still playing football, I should say. Yeah, you know. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, 1 second, guys. 1 second, guys. The same squad that Tapa used in Gold Cup went. Huh? Rock the joyful. Positivity. So yeah, that's where we are. Midfielders. You guys saw John Russell, right? John Russell didn't give the ball away at all. So yeah. Yeah, so that's the situation. John Russell. Let's take Simon Preston, the walking encyclopedia. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Everything in life falls into place in time. Drew Rossa answered this question earlier, and I'll answer it again. On this platform, it's about accuracy, reliability, credibility, and positivity. I will not deal with speculation. So if you want facts, this is where you come. Simple. I don't believe in counting your chicks before they're hatched. You know, everything in life is just time. Time. Let people do what they need to do. Let match organizers do what they need to do. Let other stakeholders do what they need to do. Don't rush the process. Anything that is rushed, where's the foundation for it? You have to give it time. Really? Thank you. And Ramsey says football. Primary school in Jamaica? Primary school in Jamaica. Prep school, primary school in Jamaica. I think the quality of the surfaces is one aspect. I think the amount of the amount of football that is played is another important aspect that needs to be stressed. More than 4 months for the year, but 9, and dare I say 10 months for the year. You know? It's important. Shavan Peart says, good night, Simon. Good evening, Mr. Peart. How are you? Hope you are doing well. Big up to Shavan Peart. This guy deleted Instagram. This man starves his distractions and focuses on his mission, his goal. That is a big deal. A big deal, boss. A very big deal. You know? A very big deal. 1 second. All right, thank you very much for your patience. Blade doesn't get hurt. I really believe win the tournament. Detonation says good night. Hey, how are you? Bailey's used to be in Guatemala. You're saying the surname? Yeah, that's true. That's true. In fact, in Central America, I think El Salvador is the only country where there isn't a Jamaican community. I mean, I know a Jamaican that married an El Salvadorian, but in terms of like having Browns or having Edwards or having Baileys, that surname, you don't see that at all. So yeah. Yeah. Dr. Joyful, you're a funny man. Maya Russell says, bless up, Simon. Bless up, Mario. How are you? Hope you're doing good. How's everything? All is well? James Walters, everything is time. Lulu, it's not about papers reaching. If I submit a document to you, right, and I do my end of the bargain, it's not my responsibility. No, the ball now is in your court to approve this and give what is rightfully mine. It's as simple as that. If I do my responsibility, it is now up to you to do your responsibility, approve this if I have all the necessary requirements, and then I get the delightful blue book. You're most welcome. It's true, Dr. Joyful. It is true. Patience. That's true. True. You're most welcome, Lee, says Fox. I'm sure a lot of people are looking forward to that quite vividly as well. CONCACAF will make that announcement days before the start of the group stages, but the first squads, you could say, that will be released is provisional. It's going to be the provisional list first, and after you'll have the provisional list, then you have the the preliminary final list, and then after the preliminary final list, then the group stage final list. Yeah. Seen someone have like a footballer or just someone in general? Yeah, because I've interacted with Somali people when I was in Dubai. Cool. Come on. Yes, Lee. I do. I honestly do. I honestly do believe that. 100%. I do. I do believe that we can. 100%. Correct, Mr. Lulu. The responsibility now lies with this agency in particular, and it's something that I've said before. However, personally, I think it's imperative that the Minister of Sport and also the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade also assist as stakeholders in the process in terms of expediting process. I'm not saying an average Jamaican who wants to renew his documents for travel purposes, for leisure, is not important. But I'm saying these are persons that are representing the country, regardless of the sporting discipline. For me, these should be on the expedited or the fast track sort of process, regardless of your sporting discipline, whether you're performing in track and field, football, cricket, netball, lacrosse, rugby league, rugby union, cycling, floorball, no matter the sporting discipline. Someone in general. His mom was Jamaican, his father Somali. Okay. Okay. All right, sounds good. Got it. Well, says will be tough. Depth is growing. We can definitely say that, eh? Yeah. National interest. Okay, Dr. Joyful. Okay. Duly noted. Devon Smith. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you for your constant encouragement. Thank you for everybody in the chat that view me in this high regard. I am humbled that you all view me in this line or light. At this point in time, what I say to those like comments like you've just made is that nothing happens before its time, and we have to take things a day at a time. But thank you very much for your comment in particular. Real Baller, are you calling me a clown? What? You're calling me a clown? That's not nice. That's not nice at all. Not nice at all. Big Dylan always laughing, you know. Big Dylan is always laughing. Always laughing. Big Dylan like sus. Big Dylan like mix up. Big Dylan like pasa pasa. But when it's time to talk some serious intellectual matters, where is he? I'm just joking, Big Dylan. I'm just joking. He's a troll. Tell him we're not afraid of no boy. Lord of his mercies. Interesting. Is it? Oh, Patrick Davison. Thank you for your kind comments. I appreciate it. One step at a time, my friend. Have to work hard. Baller from South says, what's happening with Mikel Antonio? He's in the semifinals of the UEFA Europa Conference League. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. He's in the semifinals of the UEFA Europa Conference League. That's how it is. Yeah. 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 A minute, I wonder if it's me. Oh, thank you, humble one, Mita. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you. Everything in life is time, humble one, Mita. Nothing happens before it's time. When it's my time, it's my time. Detonation, how are you? I am in my late 20s. I've been honing my knowledge and information for 20 years. I still think there's much more to learn, much more to grow in on. So it will come, Mr. Detonation. Everything is time. Simon, what your prediction for tomorrow? Somalia versus Senegal. Somalia 1, Senegal 0. Let's go, Somalia. No! 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 Knockins. What? Press the bell and see what happens. Press the bell and see what happens, because that's strange. Press the bell and see what happens. Oh yeah, by the way, if there's a Scottish club that Jamaicans should support, it should be this one. Not Rangers, but because this is the part of Scotland where Jamaicans started to come in and were appreciated by it. This is the part of Glasgow and Jamaicans were searching for jobs and gave an opportunity to Jill Heron, won a league title at Celtic, played club football at Cold Celtic, and we had Andre Blackman here, we had Kelvin Wilson here as well. So Celtic, the pride of paradise. Yeah. Green Army. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We'll see, my friend. You'll see. The answer to your question, my friend, is no. I am confident. 10 out of 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 10. Yes, sir. Somalia and Jamaica unite. So much in common, too. Two nations with a lot in common. Simon, who you said will win? What, you mean Gold Cup? I think we can win the Gold Cup. 6 games. And if you factor in 1 or 2 friendlies, then there's potentially 8 games to be played in the space of 5 weeks. 8 games in 5 weeks. So that's what we have to bear in mind. That is true. That is true. Jermaine Blake, Marcus has ambitions to represent the 3 Lions. You know, Dr. Joyful, I hear what you're saying, but if a matter is not in your hands, what can you do about it? If a matter is no longer in your hands, if there's nothing that you can do about the matter, after you've followed up, after you have reached out to a player and say, hey, come play for Jamaica, or you've done your necessary homework, if you've done everything in your power and there's nothing else you can do, then there's nothing else you can do, which comes back down to patience. Now, if I am inside Burger King and I'm sitting down and waiting, and after 3 hours I go up to the cashier and I tell the cashier that I want a Whopper, and she said the Whoppers are finished, in that situation, the phrase that you've just mentioned is appropriate. You understand what I'm saying? Johnny Brown, what are you talking about? All right, this is what you're going to do, Young Graham. You're going to refresh the video, and then you're going to click the bell, and then you should be good. All right? So that should help you. And you guys know already, hit the like button. 150 likes. Let's roll. Let's roll. Let's roll. So, yep, this is the situation. I am not concerned of this matter. Why? Even though Damian Lowe might not be playing every single game at Philadelphia Union, that's fine, because guess what? In the Gold Cup, I need him to play 6 games in 4 weeks. I need other players to step up as well and play 6 games in 4 weeks as well. I want that energy. I want that strength. I want those legs to be rested. So to be frank with you, no, I'm not concerned, because I want those legs to be rested. That is the situation. Tanya Brown, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. How are you? All is well? Well, that young man will need a Jamaican passport, Mr. Brown. Pick up the general, says Trent Boring. Trent, I think that there's depth in every single position. So to say least depth, I don't think pessimistically or negatively. I think optimistically. And I say that every single position on the field, there is ample depth. Andre Blake played in the CONCACAF Champions League semifinals 2 nights ago. So, yeah. Yeah. Damien Former McGregor says, Bonjour. Bonjour, mon ami, ça va? Est-ce qu'il y a un problème aujourd'hui? Oui, je parle français, mais je parle anglais, l'espagnol et beaucoup plus. Oui, bien sûr. Oui. Est-ce qu'il y a un problème aujourd'hui? Oui. So that's where we are. So yeah. Buzz one says a school in it. What do you mean the school in it? I don't understand what you mean, mate. What do you mean by the school in it? Of course, why would you think otherwise? What would make you think otherwise? What would give you that opinion? Why would you think that way? Why? Why? Why do we have to speculate? Why do we have to think pessimistic and negatively? Don't you guys know about the law of attraction? You think positively and positive things happen. Why the first thing when people comes to their mind when they think about personal reasons, they think it's something negative? Footballers are human beings just like you. Football beings just like you. They have families just like you. They have wives just like you. They have kids just like you. They have parents just like you. They're not robots. These are human beings, genuine human beings. They're human beings like you and like me. Human beings. Simple. "23 players can be selected. 23 players can be selected for the Gold Cup, and it's the same as the last Gold Cup, so 23 players. All right? I don't understand what you're saying, the buzz one. I don't understand what you're saying. Personally, I think that Craig Butler would make an excellent youth coordinator. So all the talent that is on the island, 9, 10, going up to, I would even go and say 6, 7, 8, 9, up to 12, 13. And then with the contacts that he has to be able to export that talent to Europe will be fantastic in terms of a youth coordinator, youth director, part of the youth committee to be able to export this talent. I feel that would be the absolute perfect role here. And I think with the contacts and the networks that he has the ability to send, honestly speaking, 50 Jamaicans a year. And we're not even talking about girls yet. So I think he has the ability to send 50 Jamaicans a year to Europe. Jerome 876 says, "Bless up, Simon." Bless up. How are you? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good, my friend. Does Somalia have a good program? They're making progress. Tremendous progress. You're most welcome. Craig Butler is an asset to the country. Tremendous asset to the country. And I believe that there is going to be personally, I think he deserves an order of distinction. Yeah, that's how I feel. What do you mean, is he in the Jamaican squad? I don't understand what you're asking, because Jamaica is not in camp right now, so I'm trying to understand what you're saying. Did he make his debut against Trinidad? Yes. Did he make his second appearance for Jamaica against Trinidad? Yes. Jerome 876 says, "Yeah, man, just reaching out for the work." Okay, Jerome 876, how are you? Well, to make a long story short, to make you aware about things, the Gold Cup this summer, it's going to be a 23-member squad, not 26. And I'm saying that I don't have a problem with that. Of course, I would have loved if it was 26, but I'm okay. I'm okay with a 23-member squad. You know what I'm saying? So that's the situation there. Yeah, man, order of distinction. Absolutely. Well, we have Soleil Washington. We also have at our disposal Cameron Simmons as well. We know we have Victoria Williams as well. We've experimented Tiffany Cameron at right back. We've seen what Tierney Wiltshire looks like at left back as well. So the pieces are coming together, Mr. Moore. Winswer, 4 years in Belgium, and now he's in North America. I just want him to get some games. And once he gets those games and that minutes, if he can replicate the quality that we know that he has, I know that he won't be in the USL for very long. Not more than a season. So, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. So that's the situation. I've maintained 4-3-3 is the best. I like 4-3-3, but I don't want to be hard and fast and say yes. You know what I'm saying? But I like the 4-3-3. $23 spots. Everybody will have to pull up their socks. No surprise. No surprise there. It's a responsibility. And when you bear in mind 3 goalkeepers, so that means 20 outfield players. You know? Yeah, man, you're most welcome. Well, Wayne Swire, we discussed this in many videos on this platform talking about Tyrone McGee, where his agent spoke about the club not wanting to release him at all and rather keeping him in the youth team, and they spoke vividly about him. Look, to many people, they look at it as 4 years down the drain. I look at it and say, well, okay, he spent 4 years. He might not have played 20 games cumulatively in the senior team in Belgium, but he spent 4 years in Europe, and he would have spent a lot of time analyzing surroundings and knowing different things, the expectations, the routines, the trajectories of things. And he'll be saying to himself, when I come back to Europe, I'm not going to just make up the numbers. I'm going to play, and I'm going to play week in, week out. You're asking me if I think academies should be aligned to football clubs in Jamaica? I don't have a problem if it is, but if it's not, it doesn't bother me. I always look at England as a blueprint. Fletcher Moss Rangers is not affiliated with Manchester United. It's an academy that is in the area and close to Manchester United, but it's not affiliated where I'm going to take 5 players from Fletcher Moss Rangers every year into Manchester United, even though we've seen Danny Welbeck and Marcus Rashford and Ravel Morrison being able to come there. So it doesn't bother me. An academy for me doesn't have to be attached to a club. It doesn't. Well, this is the opportunity for McGee to show I am the big man around here. And he is. To me personally, I prefer him a little bit more advanced, not deep in front of the back 4. So I prefer him much higher. He's able to create and be more effective in that part of the field. And of course, the ball is at a higher level. Yes, it is something that we're working on. It is something that we're working on. Absolutely. O'Neill Bromfield says, walk one, Simon. Well, the situation is like this, my friend. The Gold Cup is in the summer, and the final squad will be a 23-member squad. Prior to the 23 squad that will be officially announced by CONCACAF on their website, they'll first have a provisional list. So you'll have a provisional list sometime, not this month, but in the month of the tournament. And then you'll have the final list for the preliminary teams, and then have a final list for the teams in the group stages. So the final squad for the Gold Cup for the group stages won't be until probably days before kickoff. So yeah, Yep, we did hear that. So that is the situation. And that's what we have. So that is the situation. The truth and more. Everything in time, my friend. Okay? Remember, if you want to take the field, you will need a blue book. And when you get that blue book, then you're one of the most powerful men in the world. You do know that it is the 60th strongest passport in the world, right? The Jamaican passport? Yeah, it's the 60th strongest passport in the entire world. In the entire world, this is the 60th strongest passport in the entire world. Interesting, eh? Yeah. Well, the situation with Moore, we know the injury that he picked up on his return. Realistically speaking, even if he gets 2 games before the end of the season at Reading, I don't think that is sufficient enough to warrant him any contention for the Gold Cup. For me, I think he uses this summer to get ready for preseason. He does a solid preseason. He starts the season, and then let's see the type of shape and form he is in by the time the Nations League comes around. So for me, let's see what sort of thing he's like in that time frame. Documents are submitted. That's that, my friend. You'll see. You'll see. You will see. Yeah. So, yeah. Hopefully the players. Yeah, and you know already detonation that it is a sorry, it is a smoother process when you're on the island compared to overseas, you know? Well, Amarty McCoy, I'm not sure if you have a Jamaican passport or not, but what I can say is that in order for you to get a Jamaican passport, you'll need your birth certificate, you'll need the birth certificate of the family member that was born on the island, you'll need 2 passport size photos, will need to be notarized, signed by a JP, and then after that, you take that to PICA, and then after that, you have to wait 15 working days. And after the 15 working days, you get your Jamaican citizenship. And after you get your Jamaican citizenship, you proceed to the passport office and apply for a Jamaican passport. When you apply for a Jamaican passport, you can get it same day, you can get it next day, you can get it 3 working days, you can get it 7 working days. And boom, you get the blue book. But of course, as you know, this is in Jamaica. This is in Jamaica. Mr. Blake, his eyes are in England. Sherrod Hall says, good evening, Mr. Preston. Hope all is well. I'm doing okay. How are you? Yeah. I mean, remember, for persons who are not born in Jamaica, it has to be citizenship first. You can't get a passport before you get the citizenship. Citizenship first and then passport. Citizenship first and then the 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 passport. Versus individuals like you and I that might have been born on the island, we already have a Jamaican birth certificate. So, yeah. Anything in relation to any government office, it takes time. So it requires patience. Whether you are going to the tax office to renew registration for your motor vehicle or fitness, we know the lines that it progresses in there. We know if you go to the NIS, or you're helping out your mommy or your grandma with her pension, unless you go into a post office, that takes time as well. So yeah, citizenship is 15 days, so that's the situation. Now remember, here's the situation that sometimes takes a bit longer. Now, let's say I was born in England and I was born to a Jamaican father. However, my Jamaican father is dead. Not only do I have to get my Jamaican father's birth certificate, but I will also need to get a letter of authenticity. So I have to find somebody. Do I have this information? Oh, right. Form of declaration. Right. Form of declaration. Yeah. I'm going to show you guys an example. Right. What you guys need to do is get a form of declaration. All right. So if you have a family member that was born in Jamaica, however, he's passed away, not only do you need his birth certificate, but you need to fill out a form of declaration. And after you fill out, what happens is that on this form of declaration, you need to find a family member. Well, not a family member. You need to find somebody who is 7 years older than your father or mother that was born in Jamaica to say, I'm 7 years older than Simon Preston's father, and I can attest that I know Simon Preston's father, and I can attest that Simon Preston is the son of Richard Preston, along those lines. So you guys are aware of things. So a form of declaration is needed when a family member has passed. And not only that, but it needs to be signed and also stamped by a justice of the peace as well. So that's the situation there as well. You think so? I'm just giving information that can help, So hopefully that is something that we can be mindful about, So yeah, as you know, I don't discuss speculations or rumors. I don't even like the word rumors. Rumors are. Do you guys even know the definition of the word rumors? Because when people say they hear rumors about this or that, that's like saying you hear something wrong about something wrong. That's basically what it's saying. Rumors is a currently circulating story or report of uncertain or doubtful truth. Gossip, hearsay, tittle-tattle. That's what rumors are. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's important to get accuracy, reliability, credibility, and positivity. There are many times where match organizers are in dialogue with teams, and all of a sudden on Wikipedia, you see, for example, Tuvalu against Jamaica. I'm not saying that Jamaica is going to play Tuvalu or have organized a friend against Tuvalu, but you see these changes and people send pictures. Look at this. Wikipedia says that Jamaica is going to play so-and-so. First of all, you and I can change Wikipedia in terms of the specific match things. All right. But I'm not bashing Wikipedia because I know some statistical content is absolutely fantastic there. And I know it's credible because I double check and triple check my sources when it comes to those aspects of things. But just because you might see, for an example, Jamaica against Democratic Republic of the Congo, that doesn't necessarily mean it is done. You know for sure it's going to happen when the Democratic Republic of the Congo and when the Jamaica Football Federation release a statement to say that the Democratic Republic of the Congo and Jamaica are going to play a match on X day and X time and this location. Simple. Yeah. Like of the live, yeah. So if the father died at age 93, they could have find somebody who was 100 years old to verify that he was born. Ajani Moore, it's sad. It's sad in relation to declaration form. Because you have to say, I, Ajani Moore, of your address, do solemnly and sincerely declare that you're born on X day in this parish, and you have known Simon's father from his early childhood, and that he was born on X day, and you know him, and that you are 7 years older than him, and that you know that he has children, and you know that Simon Preston is his child. So hopefully that answers that question for you. All right. Jason Guna, I answered this question already. I'm not sure if you're just tuning in, but I don't discuss speculation. When something is where all the T's are crossed and all the I's are dotted, you will know. There's a reason why I haven't discussed Jamaica versus Chile, or Jamaica against Brazil, or Jamaica against Uruguay. There's a reason why I haven't discussed any of these things, or Jamaica against Honduras. Why would I discuss something if it's not confirmed just yet? It is true that Jamaica is wanted in terms of to play friendly internationals. There are teams that want to play Jamaica. If you don't see me do a video about it, then I think you have the answer. I'm sure Eric Sewell heard as well. I understand. Football Global, remember, it's Pika. And as I said, and I'll say it again, Football Global, our Minister of Sport is vitally important because she has the ability to pick up her phone, make a phone call, and expedite Emil Smith Rowe's documents, or can pick up the phone and expedite Ivan Toney's documents. She has the ability to do so. She's done it for track and field athletes and other sporting disciplines as well. She has the ability to do it, and as sports minister, she can do it. So I do think as well, having our sports minister, Minister Grange, on board, she can make 2 phone calls and be able to execute. Elaine Thompson Hero got a diplomatic passport like that. And I'm confident that the same can be done as well. Jonathan Russell. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it greatly. Very much so. What would give you that opinion? What would give you that opinion? What reason do you have to think that way? The truth is, O'Neill Bromfield, you have no reason to think that way. Full stop. Serve ticket? What do you mean serve ticket? I don't understand. You'll see, Mr. Smith. You'll see. As Alkaline says, everything in life just takes time. You'll see. Stop thinking negatively. Stop thinking negatively. Stop discussing problems and talk solutions. So we know from now. Julian Ainsley, he helped Crawley Town avoid relegation. Did a fantastic job as well. So he's playing in League 2, Julian. Football Global, I definitely think 2010, 2006, 2010, 2014. Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. Is it just me, or do you guys think that Jamaica is getting very hot? Like from Tuesday, the place just get like super hot. Super hot. Muito obrigado, amigo. Muito obrigado. Tudo bem? Tudo bem? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Es no ligo para gente. Brasileiro. La jogo bonita, la capoeira, la ginga. So, la ginga is the style of play, of the Brazilian style of play, but that conversation is for another day. But yeah, hopefully that answered your question for you guys. Oh yeah, Portuguese, yeah. So there's a couple of words in Portuguese that sound patois. So if you said in patois, abacaxi, that in English means behind her. Abacaxi means behind her when it translates English. But abacaxi in Portuguese means pineapple. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple in French, but I'm not going to say the patois equivalent to it. No, that's risky. No. Yeah. En Jamaica, mi amigo, living la vida loca. It's true. Ajani Moore, where are you? Yartown, Mobile, Kingston, Clarendon, Trelawney, where are you there? I need to ask you about doing something good for Jamaican football. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Who that? John Russell? Yeah, man. John Russell a baller, man. John Russell a big baller. He doesn't lose the ball. Yo, since Tuesday is like I take 3 showers a day. I normally take 2 showers a day, but now I need 3 showers. I know me, I said to myself, you know, so before bed, I'm gonna need a next shower. So that'll be 4 showers for the day. Rain. Hey. All right. Sorry, guys, but I don't eat mango. I don't eat fruits. Yeah, sorry. I don't eat fruits. And I don't eat mango. I eat all vegetables, though. You there, Portland? Oh, yes, that's me. You there, Antigua, you know? Oh, is what you're saying to me. Michael Antonio, we got Jamar Nicholson, we got options. Father's Brazilian, here, Patois. Okay, cool. He's in Jamaica, playing ball. Kingston hot like fire. Humble One Media, nothing happens before its time, okay? I appreciate, again, your commendation, your well wishes. I greatly appreciate that, but my time will come. It's just a matter of time, but my time will come, okay? My time will come. Just have to stay patient, stay humble, and work hard, but thank you. Okay, cool. You're not the first person to say that, that's for sure. Sweep. That's what I'll say there. The keeper that kept in the mixer game, where's he from? Pittsburgh Riverhounds. Pittsburgh Riverhounds in the United Soccer League. And we know we've had a lot of Jamaicans play there. We've had Nico Brett. You guys heard the commentator, right? Nico Brett again. Nico Brett again scoring for the Pittsburgh Riverhounds. Man. And the legend right now at the Pittsburgh Riverhounds. You know who he is? That's Kennard Forbes. And guess what? He's still playing at Pittsburgh Riverhounds. This is his 6th season at the club. Kennard Forbes. I remember when he made his debut for Jamaica against Canada in 2010. Kennard Forbes, the number 11 jersey. Jamali Waits, where's number 26? 6'1". Made his debut against Cameroon. He had the 2nd cap against Trinidad and his 3rd cap at the Azteca. What a trend, you know? Johnny Moore, whichever way you want to look at it, Jamaica was going to play one of USA or Mexico and was going to play one of Costa Rica or Canada, whichever way you want to look at it. USA, Canada, Jamaica, Panama. Let's get 9 points. Ha 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 ha. So yeah. Yeah, man, I answered him. Stop it. The League Two club is going to finish 7th. You're going to have Tottenham and Aston Villa battle out 5th. And the League Two club will avoid relegation from the Premier League. And next season, the League Two club will get relegated to the Championship. And the year after that, the League Two club will be relegated to League One. And then the year after that, the League Two club will go back to League Two. How does that sound? I don't understand what you're trying to say, Ernest Moore. I really don't. Timur Peterkin, how are you? All is well? Just a reminder, if you guys haven't already, hit the like button, all right? Let's get to 500 likes right now. First up, 200. So smash the like button now, now, now. That's right, smash the like button now, now, now. Timur Peterkin, how are you? Oh, you're talking about the team from Merseyside? Let's go, Everton, 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 Everton. But yeah, it's Goodison Park needs. I guess it doesn't make sense to make the upgrades because they're going to move to a new stadium soon. But yeah, the stadium is old and it needs some tremendous upgrades, some serious updates. Still not understanding what you're saying, Ernest. Why? Aston Villa can finish 5th, qualify for Europa League. Leon Bailey can win the Europa League next year with Aston Villa, and they qualify for the Champions League. Boom, boom. Sounds good? Yeah, sounds good. I know you wouldn't mind that, right? Yeah. I know that's not something that you would have mind at all. You know, so go with the flow with things, progress forward, and make strides from it, you know? So that's is that is the situation. So we have an exciting summer ahead. Did you guys know 10 years ago, Martinique defeated Canada in the Gold Cup? Do you also know 10 years ago, Trinidad and Tobago defeated Honduras at the Gold Cup? Did you also know 10 years ago, Belize made their first ever Gold Cup appearance? Yep, they scored in a 6-1 loss to the United States in Portland. Yep, that is so. Cuba went to the quarterfinals of that Gold Cup. Panama went to the final, and they took on the United States. A repeat of the 2005 final, where Panama also went to the final. Members, eh? Yeah, indeed. Thanks, Eric. Yep, you have to be on his side. Huh. Hoping the family's doing okay. My family's doing good. How about you? Leah, I have not watched it yet, but I'm going to. I'm going to take a look at it, but I have not seen it as yet. Don 876 says, I would love to say Holgate and Godfrey in the squad. Good players. You know talent. Young talent. You're talking about the quality of the talent in terms of like the quantity of more quality players, or are you talking about just a higher level of quality? Because there's a difference there. They're doing their homework. Thank you, Darren Scott. I appreciate that. Just a reminder to you guys, if you haven't already, please hit the like button. And after you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button right here to Reggae Boys Commentary. Okay, guys? Hit the like button right here to Reggae Boys Commentary for more content. Okay? Go right ahead and hit the like button now. Julian is, what are your views on Canadian Premier League? I think it's a good starting point for sure, especially coming out of the JPL. I would much rather, if you gave me a choice between the Canadian Premier League and the USL, I would say the Canadian Premier League because it has come leaps and bounds since its introduction a couple of years ago. I know it still has its things to work on, but it is making the necessary strides as well. Ernest Morris Simon. I disagree with you, Mr. Moore, because we've had players that have come on board and at the start of qualifiers. So, and remember, there's always two sides to every story. If I don't have a Jamaican passport, I can't just run on the field. I need a Jamaican passport first. So that is something that I want you to be mindful of and be wary about as well. I need a Jamaican passport if I'm going to take the field for Jamaica. That in itself is important. So there we go. So hopefully that answers that. MPEG TV, greetings. How are you? All is well? How are things? All is well? What's new? Yes, indeed. You should. Anthony Max says, bless up, Simon. Bless up. How are you? All is well? Yep. A lot of quality to go, for sure. Tremendous quality. A lot of quality is around. And there's a lot of quality to come as well. So tremendous names, ability. And if you guys haven't already, hit the like button right away. How does that sound? Sounds good? Good. Man, I'm sweating. And it's May. It's not even like August, it's May. That's just madness. So yeah. Very nice. One day at a time. One day at a time. And you know what's the exciting bit as well? Gold Cup, Nations League, all being well, Copa America, and then after that, well, before that, I should say, World Cup qualifying. So, yeah, unless somebody have 3 fun and just turn on the 3 funds, you know, or them go down a courts or sing and buy one fun, or unless you buy the AC with the inverter, and the inverter is supposed to bring down the light bill. I see some people buying solar panels now. Does that mean that they'll no longer get a light bill at the end of the month? Interesting. I'd love to hear that situation, how that will sort of pan out. But this is something for you guys to ponder upon. All right. Relation to this matter. You know, Jamaica is like in a state of shell shock right now, seeing Rovman Powell traded from Jamaica to the Barbados Royals. A lot of people in Jamaica are like, what? But what? But what? But what? Yeah, a lot of people are just like say what? From a cricketing standpoint, that's what's going on. That's what people are saying, you know. So this is it. Powell. From a Jamaica Taloa standpoint, I feel like you're right because of the contribution and the impact he had in 2022. Unless there's an overseas player that comes in that can be a solid all-rounder, it will be a challenge, yeah. Whoa. Where will Antonia play? Where will Omari Hutchinson play? Okay, you said Bailey. Where will Jamal Lowe play? Where will Corey Burke play? Wow. My. Those are some names, I tell you. Those are some names. So, yeah, that's the situation. I'm sure the defense line. Yep. So that is that. Yes, Reggae Boys fans. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Very much so. I'm grateful for you guys. And photos of Jamaica, I do not respond to rumors or speculation. On this platform, it is accuracy, reliability, and credibility. You haven't seen me spoken about Jamaica, Chile. You haven't seen me spoken about Jamaica, Honduras. And you haven't seen me spoke about Jamaica, Brazil. Why? Because none of those are set in stone. And until match organizers come to agreement in relation to a friendlies with Jamaica, I will not bring it up. Once Jamaica has a confirmed friendly or friendlies, then you all will know. Of course, we can do a video and say, I think that Belgium would be a good friendly for Jamaica. But I'm not going to go off of what has been written or updated on Wikipedia 6 to 12 hours ago. So just give it time. So all we have to do is just give it time. That's all we have to do. All right? Next month, my friend. Next month, all right? All right, guys. Take it easy. Be safe. Don't forget to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button to Reggae Boys Commentary. More content coming your way. All right, guys? Cool.
This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is brought to you by Starboys Juices. Infusing fruits with sea moss in Philadelphia and New Jersey. Refreshing and nutritious. Call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454.
Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sport City. Yes, Sport City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports.
football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sports City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sports City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sports City right now.